Dirty Dicks! Do you fancy your penultimate act of the first half?
Yes!
I want you to start stamping your feet. I want you to start clapping nice and softly. Start cheering loudly.
Good evening. Just a quick point first. I came in here this evening a convinced creationist, convinced that we didn't come to where we are through a series of sort of proto-human beings, brutish and designed for hunting, but with little mental capabilities. But I've been completely won over. I will now be purchasing every single one of Richard Dawkins' books. Thank you. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, fuck, eat, drink, car insurance, fuck! That was my impression of all advertising. As well as some top-class social satire, I can also provide poems. I'm a poet. And I'm going to read you some poems, but first I'd just like to ask, are there any publishers in this evening? No? Fucking! Fuck it, I'll go on with it anyway. The first poem is called April, and it goes thus. April has come! Does this mean I can as well? The second poem is about the German invasion of Poland in 1939 from the perspective of the Russians. The Germans have come! Does this mean we can as well? Thanks. I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. My full name is Andrew Simon Daniel Barr. I'm 23 years old. I was born in Ashford in Kent. Favourite colour is green. I seem to be invisible to women, although that could be on account of the skill with which I conceal myself in their rooms. My grandfather, up until the onset of his senility, used to sing my name to the tune of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Andrew Simon Daniel Barr, how I wonder what you are. And if anything, that question took on even more of a poignant sincerity after he went senile. I'd like to do some more poems now. These are some classically inspired poems. I've been reading a lot of Greek and Roman classics recently. And the first one is called Oedipus. Whoops! The second one is called Midas. Whoops! And the third one is called Icarus. It's whoops again. And you might have noticed, as I did, that they're all quite thematically similar, and that to save time I probably could have just combined them into one poem. So I have. And it goes thus. Mida Puscarus, whilst soaring ever higher on structurally unsound wings, fingered his mum gold. Thank you very much. I'd like to tell you, how much time have I got left?
1 minute.
1 minute, okay, I can deal with 1 minute. I'll tell you a little bit more about myself. I've recently found myself trapped in stultifying liberal paralysis, and I'll explain that because it never gets a laugh. What I mean is that I'm constantly trying to think of the kindest, least patronising way of being nice to people. I'll give you an example. I believe that women need to be freed from an oppression so deeply ingrained in our society that it runs down to our very language. But on the other hand, I believe that as a man, I have no right to tell women what they need. That would make me a cunt. But also, as a feminist, I understand that a cunt is no bad thing. So where does that leave me? And I've concluded that leaves me writing for The Guardian. I'll tell you a little bit more about myself. I currently live in a web of lies, and it's been delightful to be here. I'll leave you on this poem. It's called Pistorius. Whoops.